Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Ratu again from Scotland here. Just wanted to say good morning to everybody. Greetings to everyone, friends, family here in Scotland and all around the globe. First and foremost, just want to apologize for the video yesterday. Just letting you know, I know some of my family says it's a bit windy, but this is Scotland. But yeah, that's why I'm sitting in the car and just make sure I get him some message that would encourage someone today. Message today I was reading about, and I want to bring it up, is Matthew chapter 18, 21, 22. Talks about when Peter came to the Lord Jesus Christ and he asked him, Lord, how many times should I forgive someone? And then even that, he said, and if you read through it, he says, should I forgive him 7 times? But the Lord Jesus Christ in verse 22 talks about, and he says, no, 70 by 7 times. Forgiveness. My first point I wanted to is forgiveness, okay? Because Christ was talking about forgiveness. So if anybody, I found this thing by forgiveness. If you forgive somebody, if he's wronged you, you find it easier. Myself, you find it easier to move on. But if you don't forgive someone and then you hold it in you just because of what he has done, or even you yourself, okay, what you have done, and if you don't forgive someone, you feel that guilt, you feel that burden in your heart, and so you feel bonded. So forgive, okay? Forgive someone who's wronged you, but not saying that keep on forgiving someone who's always wronged you. There's a saying that someone said, fool me one, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And fool me that time, that's not nice. And also that's not being wise as well. That's just you walking yourself in the same thing. So if someone keeps on wronging you, you forgive him, but you walk away, so that you protect yourself, you cover yourself. Yeah, forgive, anyone, your family, your friends, spouse, or anything, anything that has bothered you, learn to forgive. And Peter thought it was only 7 times. No, Christ says 70 by 7. For me, I believe, this is what I believe, it's not even about the number. And it's not about even the 70 by 7. I believe it's the more often you do. That's where I'm leading into my next one, forgiveness. And the second one would be your habits. Okay, everything that we do are habits. We are creatures of habits. Saying habits, I understand a little bit about habits. We wake up in the morning, you start eating food. Even sometimes, you don't need that, but it's a habit that you've developed all of the years. If you were into, like if you were in the army, like myself, so it's a routine. You wake up in the morning, have your breakfast. After that, you go for your run, and then after that you come. There's always your program. You're gonna be doing lessons, always preparation for what is ahead of you. And it's the same thing in life, everything. In schools, you young kids going to school, you wake up in the morning, get dressed, your parents getting yourself ready, just like me every morning, dropping off my little one, make sure she eats, make sure she goes to school, make sure she have everything that she needs. All she needs to do is just get herself ready and be prepared to go to school. So habits, habits is one of the most important things. I remember in the army, one of my corporal, good ones, I really like him. He was tough, he was rough, man. But he said something that really has, been in my head for such a long time now. And I never heard that before. I believe it was there for a long time. But, he said that morning, it was like, it made me thinking. He said, when you do something 2,500 times, same thing over and over, it becomes second nature. Over and over, and he was talking about drills. We were doing drills, rehearsal. So he was trying to get that embedded into your mind. So habits, that really, really drilled into my head. So we're creatures of habit. So, if you want to do good, if you want to be a good person, if you want to be doing well in what you're doing, then it's a habitual thing. It's you checking what habits are you applying over your life. What habits that you do that it's gonna help you. So first, with habits, you need to make sure you do a clear, self-examination. Some of the things that you're doing is wrong. Some of the things that you're thinking is wrong. Your negativity or anything. So it would help you a lot. Yeah, habit. So I understand that from the army. Also in the boxing. So when it's boxing, so everything is routine. And sometimes when I go to play, some people would say to me, "You're regimented," meaning your regime mentality. Everything that you do has to be processed. One, boom, 1, 2, 3. Everything and I believe being routine is good. But also being in routine as well has the opposite of good as well, because if you're used to just doing bad things, being around with the wrong people, being around with the wrong crowd, listening to the wrong things, you become that person. You adapt that lifestyle. And if someone said to you, what's the matter of you? You go back and you just say, well, you know what, I have always been this way. No, you're not always being that way. You've been trained, you've been successfully brainwashed to think that way. So yeah, habits. Habit is, that's what I wanted to drive. So if you want to get lean, fit, if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, it's a habit. It's not just about paying, all these products and everything. It's a lifestyle. If you want to live healthy, if you want to live strong, if you want to live long, you need to look after yourself. It's a lifestyle. Everything. It's just in life in general. Okay, life in general, in everything that you do, it's a habit. Someone say we are creatures of habits. So everything that you habitually do every day, okay, will be the result, okay, of what you're putting out. So yeah, I just thought that, this morning that I would encourage someone. Number one, forgive. Okay, forgive someone. Forgive for what you've done. To forgive what others have done to you. And number two, you forgive yourself. Sometimes you don't forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Okay, burn that bridge. Don't let that look. Stop looking back. The problem of the Israelites when they came out of Egypt, they were so used to being, in slavery mode for 400 odd years, okay, in Egypt when Moses took them out. And in the wilderness, they still think about that. They still think about the meals that they were eating every day. They were complaining, always whining, but they were not looking at the promised land. Okay, so, and that's why, all of them that was born from Egypt died in the wilderness, and only the ones that are born in the wilderness, including Caleb and Joshua, entered the promised land. So yeah, forgiveness, forgive yourself. And your habits. Okay, today, your habits. What are you doing today? Okay, check your habits. Check your routine. What you're doing. With myself, I've challenged every day, to try. And this is the thing, is that because nobody else is the captain of my ship, of my soul. Nobody else. I am the captain. You are the captain of your own ship. You decide. And it's tough because every day you have to choose. You have to choose to live right. You have to choose to do good. You have to choose to keep on, doing better at what you're doing. And I've experienced this, that God only bless you by your integrity of being, by your integrity, by doing, the right thing. So it's like, whatever you sow, you'll reap. It's not just sowing today and then you're reaping tomorrow. It's that long sowing. You know, whatever you're doing every day. It's habits, 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 habits. Like myself, every day I try and wake up in the morning. I make sure I read Bible, and then I read other books so that it helps me in my mind. Okay, helps in my spirit, so that it's embedded in me. So when I do something, I do not violate anything. So I do not violate anybody. You know, I respect everybody, and I try and live right and try to do the right things morally. Okay, not good things, but right things. You know, righteousness, you know. There's no other righteousness but God alone. Okay, through Jesus Christ. So I hope you'll be encouraged by this message. I hope, you know, you'll live a strong life today. Yeah, think about it. Think about think about, if you're feeling hurt or anything. Sometimes you're not pushing forward because you're not forgiving. You know, forgiveness is very, as in the Lord's Prayer, He says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Okay, that is taught by Jesus Christ, forgiveness. And secondly, your habits. Check your habits. Remember, a good tree cannot bear a bad fruit. And a bad tree cannot bear a good fruit. So think about that. Let it ponder to you. And again, forgive me for this late video, because I know we all is expecting from 8 to 9, but I've dropped off my little girl at 9 o'clock. But I hope you'll be blessed by this message, and I hope you stay strong. Be positive. Okay, be strong for you strong. Okay, be wise for you wise. And I shall see you again. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. Okay, have a nice day. Naka.